The Bertone Stratos Zero concept is a 1970 concept car designed by Nuccio Bertone for Lancia. The car was presented at the 1970 Turin Motor Show, and it is one of the most iconic concept cars of all time. The Stratos Zero was designed as a purebred racing car, and it features a number of innovative design elements, including a wedge-shaped body with an almost flat windscreen, a central seating position, and large wheels and tires. The car was never intended to be put into production, but it has had a lasting impact on automotive design. In 1973, Lancia unveiled the Stratos HF, a production version of the Stratos Zero concept car. The Stratos HF was a successful rally car, and it won the World Rally Championship 3 times in a row from 1974 to 1976. 1937 Talbot-Lago sells for $13.4 million, sets auction record for Marquis. It's the most valuable French car ever sold at auction. How much would you pay for a car? $50,000? $500,000? One person spent over $13 million to obtain a gorgeous and rare 1937 Talbot-Lago Teardrop Coupe. It sold earlier this month at the Gooding & Company auction at Amelia Island. The final hammer price for the car was $13,425,000, making it the most valuable French car ever sold at auction and a world record for the Marquis. 1937 Talbot-Lago chassis underpins bodywork designed by Figoni E.T. Falaschi. According to the auction house's research, the firm designed between 10 to 20 teardrop coupes, and they were built in 2 flavors, the Notchback Coupe Jean Cart and the Fastback Modally New York. The world's smallest car is the Peel P50. Yes, the Peel P50 is the world's smallest production car. It was made from 1962 to 1965 by the Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man. The P50 is only 54 inches long, 39 inches wide, and 41 inches tall. It weighs just 59 kilograms, 130 pounds. It has a single seat, 1 door, and 1 headlight. The P50 is powered by a 49 cubic centimeters engine that produces 4.2 horsepower. It has a top speed of 37 miles per hour. The P50 was designed to be a city car. It was advertised as being able to seat 1 adult and a shopping bag. The P50 was also very fuel efficient, getting up to 100 miles per gallon. The P50 is a very rare car. Only about 50 were ever made. It is now a collector's item, and prices for P50s have been known to reach over $100,000. The 1979 Aston Martin Bulldog is a highly distinctive and rare concept car produced by the British luxury car manufacturer Aston Martin. The Bulldog was a one-of-a-kind prototype, and its design was a departure from the traditional Aston Martin sports cars of that era. The Bulldog has a unique and futuristic design that sets it apart from other Aston Martin models. It features a low-slung, wedge-shaped body with sharp angles and pop-up headlights, giving it a distinctive look. Unlike traditional Aston Martins, the Bulldog had a mid-engine layout. Its 5.3-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine was capable of producing around 600 horsepower, which was impressive for its time. Despite its unique design and high-speed aspirations, the Aston Martin Bulldog remained a prototype, and it never entered full-scale production. The original prototype still exists and has occasionally been displayed at automotive events and museums. It remains an iconic piece of Aston Martin's history and an enduring symbol of automotive innovation and design from that era. The story of the William Townes-designed Interstill Hustler is a tale of innovation, eccentricity, and ultimately, disappointment. Conceived in the late 1970s by William Townes, a renowned automotive designer who had penned iconic cars like the Aston Martin Lagonda, the Hustler was a radical departure from traditional automotive design. Townes envisioned a car that was both stylish and practical, a vehicle that could be built by amateur enthusiasts using readily available parts. The Hustler's design was based on a modular concept, with interchangeable panels and components that could be easily customized. This approach allowed for a wide variety of body styles, from sporty two-seaters to practical estate cars. Despite these challenges, Townes remained committed to the Hustler project. He continued to refine the design and develop new variants, including a six-wheel version and a convertible model. However, the car never achieved the commercial success that Townes had hoped for. Stout Scarab. The Stout Scarab is a streamlined 1930s, 1940s American car, designed by William Bushnell Stout and manufactured by Stout Engineering Laboratories and later by the Stout Motor Car Company of Detroit, Michigan. It was a revolutionary vehicle for its time, featuring a rear-engine layout, a streamlined design, and a spacious and luxurious interior. The Scarab was first shown at the 1935 Chicago Auto Show and was immediately hailed for its innovative design. It was one of the first cars to use a rear-engine layout, which made it more stable and easier to handle. The Scarab was also one of the first cars to have a panoramic windshield, which gave drivers an excellent view of the road. Inside, the Scarab was incredibly spacious and luxurious. The seats were upholstered in leather, and the dashboard was made of polished wood. The car also had a number of amenities that were not standard at the time, such as air conditioning and a radio. The 1933 Bugatti Type 55 Roadster is a rare and desirable classic car. It is one of only 38 examples ever produced, and it is considered to be one of the most beautiful and elegant cars of its era. The Type 55 was designed by Jean Bugatti, son of the company's founder, Ettore Bugatti. The Type 55 Roadster is particularly notable for its elegant and aerodynamic bodywork. The car has a long, low hood and a streamlined rear end. The fenders are flared and curved, and they give the car a very muscular look. The Type 55 Roadster is also fitted with a distinctive Bugatti grille and headlights. The interior of the Type 55 Roadster is just as luxurious as the exterior. The car is upholstered in high-quality leather and wood, and it features a number of amenities that were considered to be very advanced for the time, such as a heated windshield and a radio. Ultra-rare 1959 Porsche 718 RSK on the block at upcoming Amelia Island auction. A few devoted and deep-pocketed Porsche aficionados are going to bid anywhere from $2,500,000 to $3,500,000 on an ultra-rare 1959 Porsche at the upcoming Amelia Island auction beginning March 2nd. This 1959 Porsche is a significant piece of Porsche history which remained hidden for the last half-century, says Gooding & Company specialist Angus Dickman. Its current ownership of over 50 years is remarkable and surely must be one of the longest ownership periods for any Porsche Spider. In 1957, Porsche introduced a new Spider to replace its then-dominant race car, the 550A, seen here. This newly introduced Spider was named the 1959 Porsche, of which a total of 34 production cars were built. The RSK featured a much more aerodynamic body, revised chassis, among a host of other improvements. The Lyndwood start is a method of starting a drag racing engine that uses methanol fuel to warm up the engine and then switches to nitromethane fuel for the race. This method is commonly used in top fuel and funny car drag racing, where the engines produce over 10,000 horsepower. To perform a Lyndwood start, the engine is first started on methanol fuel. Methanol is a type of alcohol that is less volatile than nitromethane, so it is easier to start the engine on. Once the engine is running and warmed up, the crew chief will signal the driver to switch to nitromethane fuel. The driver will then flip a switch in the cockpit that will open a valve to the nitromethane fuel tank. Switching to nitromethane fuel will cause the engine to produce more power, but it will also cause it to run hotter. The crew chief will monitor the engine temperature and adjust the fuel flow accordingly. Once the engine is up to temperature and the crew chief is satisfied with its performance, the driver will signal to the starting line official that he is ready to race. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GT SWB, short wheelbase, Berlinetta is an iconic and highly sought-after classic car produced by Ferrari. It was designed for racing and is known for its elegant, aerodynamic bodywork. The short wheelbase in its name denotes its shortened wheelbase compared to its predecessor, which contributes to its improved handling and agility on the racetrack. The car is powered by a V12 engine, providing impressive performance for its time. Its design was influenced by Scaglietti, featuring stunning curves and a sleek silhouette, making it a timeless symbol of automotive beauty and performance. The 250 GT short wheelbase Berlinetta gained significant acclaim not only for its racing successes, but also for its stunning design and exclusivity. It's highly coveted by car collectors and enthusiasts, and its rarity often makes it a centerpiece in prestigious car collections and auctions worldwide. The Volkswagen Fusca, also known as the Volkswagen Beetle in many parts of the world, is a classic and iconic car that has been customized and modified in various ways by car enthusiasts and tuners over the years. Rauwelt-Begriff is a famous Japanese tuning company known for their unique and aggressive wide-body kits. Rotiform is a well-known wheel manufacturer, and their CVT model is a popular choice among car enthusiasts. When you mention a Volkswagen Fusca Beetle Rauwelt-Begriff Rotas Rotiform CVT, you are likely describing a customized Volkswagen Beetle with an Rauwelt-Begriff wide-body kit and Rotiform CVT wheels. This kind of modification typically involves widening the car's body, adding flared fenders, and installing larger wheels for a more aggressive and eye-catching appearance. The Rauwelt-Begriff wide-body kit and Rotiform CVT wheels can give the Beetle a distinctive and customized look, making it stand out from the typical stock version of the car. The 1928 Bugatti Type 35C Grand Prix is an iconic and highly regarded vintage racing car. Bugatti, a French automobile manufacturer founded by Ettore Bugatti, is renowned for producing high-performance and aesthetically pleasing vehicles, and the Type 35C is a standout example. The Type 35C is powered by a supercharged 2.0-liter inline-8 engine, producing around 128 horsepower. The supercharger, denoted by the C in its name, increased the engine's power output and made it a formidable competitor on the racing circuit. The Type 35C features Bugatti's distinctive design elements, including its signature horseshoe-shaped radiator grille, elegant body lines, and a sleek, aerodynamic silhouette. Its aesthetic appeal has made it a classic icon in the automotive world. The 1969 Baja Bug is a modified Volkswagen Beetle that was designed for off-road racing. Baja Bugs were popular in the late 1960s and early 1970s, and they were known for their durability and agility in the rough terrain of the Baja California Peninsula. Baja Bugs were typically modified with raised suspension, larger tires, and skid plates to protect the undercarriage from damage. Many Baja Bugs also had custom bodywork, including flared fenders and a longer rear end to accommodate the larger engine and transmission. The 1969 Baja Bug was powered by a 1.6-liter air-cooled flat-4 engine that produced around 65 horsepower. This engine was mated to a 4-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive. The Baja Bug was also equipped with a limited slip differential to help it maintain traction in slippery conditions.